We have with us Mr. VR Sharma of JSPL. Mr. Sharma, you spoke earlier in the day, you said there has to be an urgency to evacuate and then trade coal and iron ore because a few years later, they won't be worthwhile, they won't be required. Now, we had coal block auctions that happened 5 years ago. Do you see that urgency? Because it's been 5 years, but a very small percentage of coal mines are actually operating post that auction.
Thank you very much. Thank you for asking this question. It's very relevant question. It's the demand of the day. Today, if we see that we are importing about 250 million ton of coal in the country, whereas our demand is, say, for example, the total demand is about 900 million ton. We produce only 650 million ton. The balance is met out through imports. I think we must ponder upon as to how to increase our production. We should immediately raise the production to 1 billion ton, and finally we reach to 2 billion ton. And this is what our requirement is. You see, if the coal is mined properly and the coal is utilized properly in this country, this is going to build a fortune for the nation. Today, the power cost throughout the country, if we see, the power tariffs are very high. The minimum power tariff is 4 rupees 50 paisa in the country, and whereas the maximum goes as high as 12 rupees per kilowatt hour. I think there is a big potential available. We should bring down the power tariff throughout the nation from Kashmir to Kanyakumari at below 3 rupees per kilowatt hour to increase the power consumption. And secondly, the coal must be converted into gas, that is syngas, and syngas should be utilized to produce fertilizer. Syngas should be utilized to produce DRI. Syngas should be utilized to produce power, and even the plastic items like PVC items, like the final value chain, like olefins. So if we utilize coal, then we don't need to import oil, and that will be a great advantage to the nation.
Yes. So, but the ground has been set. You're having auctions of coal mines. We are resplendent. We are the fourth largest reserve in the world of coal. The government has allowed FDI 100% automatic route in coal mining, and yet the production is not picking up. Who does the onus rest with for this failure, sir?
One is the largest coal producer in the country is Coal India. The first and foremost is that Coal India should be given a target that they should produce at least 1 billion coal in year 2021. This is one. So that the availability is improved. Because it is not only giving the mines or bringing mines to auctions. Not everybody will be in a position to operate the mines, because mining is a very special sector. And all of these coal mines, what we have in India, they are very high ash coal. So you have to beneficiate the coal. So it is very capital intensive industry. It is not only mining. I mean, downstream it is further heavy cost. I mean, from coal to coal washery to coal gasification to the power plant. It is a big value chain. Finally, what for the people are going to invest in? People are going to invest in for the nation. So the country has to come to a very, very favorable policy where the coal is available just at the royalty, just at free. It should not be, there should not be any cost of coal, because ultimately, if you increase the cost of coal, that means increasing the cost of power, cost of fuel, cost of fertilizer, cost of olefins, cost of plastic parts. So all these things are having the cascading effect. So my suggestion to the government of India is that anybody who wants to utilize the Indian and domestic coal, they should be given a priority, and they should be given coal at a very low price or at a zero price.
So how will they be given this coal at a zero price? You have an auction. People are bidding huge premiums. Do you think there should be a rethink, or can there be a system within the auction so that the value is cheap?
If you see the last auction, the prices were ranging from 100 rupees to 230 rupees per ton. And there are only one case where Vedanta has gone to a level of 4 figures. So I do not think that anybody in the country will come and to bid like the Vedanta has done. So the coal price should not be more than 200 rupees per ton as of now, because the miners, they would have to do a lot of work. I mean, they have to do the CSR activities, they have to buy the land, they have to do the mining, they have to remove the burden, they have to utilize the coal, they have to wash the coal. So it is a very Herculean task. It is not easy. So government must consider all these things because they are already running coal mines through Coal India. They know what is the cost, and this is high ash coal. So this cannot be utilized as it is. This is the reason today the coal is being imported in the country, and more than 250 million ton coal we are importing.
And it's a shame given our deserves.
It is.
So then, how do you paper over this and this whole move about FDI 100%? Do you think this will incentivize and increase production? If Coal India can't do it, somebody else will do it. Will it work?
No, I don't think that FDI will come in coal sector because Indian coal is very high ash coal, and it is unviable to do the mining and then to export the coal to the rest of the world. And the rest of the world is not willing to buy the coal because the drive taken by all G20 countries or by the world economies to reduce the coal consumption. So nobody will allow the developing countries like India to do the mining after 20 years. So we have only next 2 decades of time to utilize this coal. So better to utilize today than tomorrow because the coal will not be used in the world.
How can the entire process be expedited? Is it the lack of technology? Is it faster clearances? Now auctions are being done. So how do you expedite
You see,
this
the
whole
coal, whenever we discuss the coal or iron ore, it becomes very sensitive issue. So what I suggest to the government that you double the size of Coal India and let Coal India supply the coal to the whole nation, whatever the quantity is required. Because if it goes to the private hands, then there were issues last time, 5 years back, coal gate issues and many more issues. So I do not want to comment on that, but it becomes a big problem for the private people. So I think the best is they should double or triple the capacity of Coal India, and they should give a target to Coal India to reach to 2 billion ton in next 3 years time. And then there's no need of FDI. What is the need of FDI? Oh, they can only go that the Coal India can go public. They can register themselves in the stock exchange in New York or in London or somewhere. They should bring money in terms of the stocks, selling stocks. But I think the best is that Coal India and their subsidiaries should be given a target to produce 2 billion ton coal per year. That's the only way. This will avoid the total disputes. This will avoid the discrimination. People will not say that you have given the mines to somebody at a throwaway price. So why to do that? I mean, if government is happy, be it total nationalized industry, and you sell coal, that's all.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma.
Thank you.